Well, you used to really be scared here.
Johnny,
You're still afraid.
stop it now. I mean it.
They're coming to get you, Barbara.
Stop it. You're ignorant.
They're coming for you, Barbara.
Stop it. You're acting like a child.
They're coming for you. Look, there comes one of them now.
He'll hear you.
Here he comes now. I'm getting out of here.
Johnny. Oh, no!
Update 3 straight from the apocalypse. Oh, Jesus Christ. Things are just going from bad to worse here. The medical system is just completely overloaded, and you are starting to see signs of it on the street. Even small things, like garbage. This area used to be very clean. Like, if you saw a single piece of paper on the street, it was cause for outrage. Now, slowly but surely, as systems are degrading, you can start seeing trash on the streets, because obviously it's not the priority. And this is my second quarantine in my life, as the first one was in Mexico back when swine flu was a thing, and honestly you didn't see any signs. I've yet to even meet anyone that was ever diagnosed with swine flu, and years later I've yet to hear of anyone ever having even experienced any symptoms whatsoever of swine flu. But here with this COVID thing, you do see the signs everywhere. You start seeing people who are sick. For example, yesterday I saw an ambulance flashing its neon lights in front of the house, and 2 people in full hazmat suits came out and picked up an old man who was wearing a mask. And the tragic part of that story is that the man, the elderly gentleman, is probably gonna die in the hospital, because the situation has gotten so dire that people are being left to die. Now, it's not just Italy, because the system here is overwhelmed and there's simply no end in sight. Things are just progressing, and again, this is just the beginning. It has yet to burn through the entirety of the population, and people are still there's still people who could be sick that haven't presented any symptoms, because we only went into lockdown a week ago. So, yeah, overall, I'm not particularly optimistic for the near future. And I do think that that when things stabilize, we'll bounce back. But for the time being, going anywhere near hospitals is not a death sentence, but it's a gamble. It's not a gamble that I'd like to take. And you start realizing how vulnerable of a position you're in. See, for example, my flatmate here, actually I was talking to him just a few hours ago, and suddenly whilst eating, he just jumps out of his seat and runs to the toilet and just starts puking his guts out. I was terrified, obviously. We're like, oh shit, it's got into our house. And he assured me that he's had a condition all his life. His something in his esophagus doesn't allow him to properly eat food. So every so often he does have complications. He's gone to the hospital multiple times over the years, just tracheectomies and stuff of the sort. But it kind of feels, if you've ever seen zombie films, there's always that one scene where that one survivor has been bitten, and they're hiding it for dear life. They're like, no, that's a rash. Yeah, I've always had that. It feels like that, where you don't quite trust the people around you because they have reason to lie. They don't want to be sent to the hospitals where, again, it's starting to become dodgy. It's unsure whether, if you get sent there, whether you make it out. So overall, I'm quite curious about this, how this is progressing, and there is not insignificant portion of myself that is quite nervous. Like, my conscious mind obviously is thinking about it 24/7, but I'm not as nervous about it as I think my subconscious is, because my subconscious is mulling the whole situation over, seeing the food dwindle down, seeing how there's signs of disease out on the streets already, and this is just beginning. This will take at least a month or two before it actually begins to get better, and already the circumstances are becoming very dire. So overall, Jesus Christ, I'm gonna keep updating you once every 2 days, and yeah, stay safe, and I'll see you until then.